Tyson laying off 1,200 workers after closing its pork factory in Perry, Iowa, only later to announce 52,000 jobs for migrants.
The company's excuse: migrants are getting the jobs that Americans don't want. A human resources executive for the company telling Bloomberg the migrants have been, quote, very loyal. They've been uprooted, and what they want is stability. What they want is a sense of belonging.
Let's bring in Fox and Friends Weekend co-host Pete Hegseth. Pete, good to see you.
Yes.
But again, lower wages, taking American jobs. This was the reason why Democrats were opposed to illegal immigration 10, 15, 25 years ago. But here it plays out. This costs Americans a livelihood.
That's true. It was also the reason why the Chamber of Commerce crowd of the Republican Party was so resistant to Donald Trump back in 2015, 2016, dependent on importing cheap labor. He said, we're going to build that wall. We're going to stop this. I'm going to put Americans first. Wages will rise as a result. And now you've got an inversion of that with the Democrat Party saying, come on in. And then we've heard glimpses of it, right? When Nancy Pelosi said, who else is going to pick our crops, right? And that's their mindset. And the businesses are happy to do it when there's no e-verify or there's no consequences. And so cheaper labor for this business to produce a product. And it's not an easy job. You know, people that do those jobs, they're dirty, they're tough, but Americans should have the first shot, and they should have a good shot at a good wage.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful Tuesday. I'm doing well myself. Got a quick question for you. You remember the song back in the 80s called I'm Proud to Be an American? You know how it went. Well, I'm proud to be an American. Well, at least I know I'm free and all that. Are you still proud to be an American? When you see your government selling out your livelihood to people that don't even belong in this country, migrants. That's my question right there. You understand? Now, of course, those of us that has eyes to see and ears to hear knows what this is all about. And that's putting Trump back into control, back into office. You understand? Because like the guy said in the video where he said back in 2016 that, they want Trump to build a wall to keep these migrants out. So therefore, you can still have your American job that pays fairly well. You know, just enough to keep your head above water. And you can enjoy, some recreational habits here and there. You understand? But now, the American dream is being lost. You understand? To the migrants that is rumored to be getting at least $4,200 a month, along with free housing. You understand? Now, this is a rumor. I'm not sure, but was talking with some relatives way back down south in Tennessee. You understand? And they're, building a Tyson plant there. And of course, migrants are on standby, in free housing there to work in these plants. So therefore, this will be coming to a town near you. Okay? That's basically what it is. Let's face it, people, America is actually selling out. And that's just what it is. I think, with social media and people pretty much getting on board with starting their own businesses, and they say, forget these labor jobs. You understand? I'm going to do this right here. Well, the government had something else in plan. That's what it is. And now that, just like what YouTube is making it very, very hard for you to make a dollar, more than likely, they're going to start doing this with other social media platforms as well. Reason why they probably trying to get rid of TikTok. You understand what I'm saying? To drive you back into the old American way of living. The workforce by manual labor. That's what I believe. You understand? Now, as a result of that, of course, it says here, all of these things has been going on. We have a boycott for Tyson Foods. It says here, faces boycott after report claims company hires migrants. Okay? And that's just what it is, the thing is with Tyson Foods, I'm not really sure about the chicken anyway, especially this kind of like frozen chicken. Sometimes I wonder if it's lab grown. You understand? I mean, Bill Gates and his Franken chicken. You understand what I'm saying? But be that as it is, let's get into this article right here. It says, Tyson Foods frozen chicken products sit in a Safeway store on August 8, 2023 in Washington, D.C. The company faced boycott calls from conservatives upset about plans to hire 52,000 migrants after shutting down a plant in Iowa. Okay? That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? And of course, if this is really what's going on, why is it wrong to say that America is being treasonistic to its people, to its citizens? Okay? You're not supposed to do this. But they do what they want. Now, to get into this article, it says here Tyson Foods is facing boycott calls following a report that the company planned to hire migrants to work at its factories. Conservatives reacted with outrage to a now retracted Scripps news article claiming that the company was hiring some of the asylum seekers who arrived in New York City. However, a spokesperson for Tyson Foods told Newsweek the figures presented in that retracted article were inaccurate. Okay, so there might be a little backpedaling here. Let's continue. Tyson Foods responded to boycott's calls in a statement. In recent days, there has been a lot of misinformation in the media about our company, and we feel compelled to set the record straight. Tyson Foods is strongly opposed to illegal immigration, and we led the way in participating in the two major government programs to help employers combat unlawful employment, E-Verify, and the mutual agreement between government and employers, IMAGE program. The statement reads, okay? Now this all sounds good, a little backtracking, but tell me why is these migrants here and they are poised to get in these jobs in different places. See, this is what you hear, you understand what I mean, in your back alleys through the grapevine. See, a lot of this kind of news I'm talking about don't make the news, don't make Fox. From what I heard back in the hills of Tennessee. You understand what I mean? That's just what it is. Let's continue. It continues. Since being founded in 1935 in Arkansas, Tyson Foods has created jobs and employed millions of people in states all across America. Today, Tyson Foods employs 120,000 team members in the U.S., all of whom are required to be legally authorized to work in this country. We have a history of strong hiring practices, and anybody who is legally able is welcome to apply to open job listings. Okay? Look, this is all good PR right here. Okay? But if this is what it's all about, why is this making Fox News? That's my question. See? Read between the lines, people. This is all about politics and everything else. They want Trump back in office. Okay? Let's continue. Tyson Foods does have a partnership with Tent Partnership for Refugees, and in 2022 committed to hiring 2,500 refugees according to the organization's website. However, this figure is much lower than the number initially reported by Scripps that sparked boycott calls. Outrage was also fueled by Tyson announcing on Monday that it would close a plant in Perry, Iowa, that had about 1,200 employees amid a drop in demand for some products, according to Reuters. Tyson has shut down 6 plants in the past year. However, a spokesperson for Tyson told Newsweek that the closure of Perry plant was completely unrelated to the tent program. The Biden administration has faced calls to tighten border security to lower the number of border crossings as local governments across the U.S. have struggled to grapple with the increase in migrant population. And you gonna tell me they can't keep these people out of here? If they wanted to, they would. See, I got a good feeling they trying to place the American with migrants. That's what I think it is. That's what it all boils down to. Let's continue. The two announcements sparked outrage from some conservatives. Critics took aim at Tyson Foods over their announcement to hire new migrants and post to X, formerly Twitter. We need to bankrupt illegal immigrants. Magnet Tyson Foods. If your blood isn't boiling after watching this clip from Jesse Waters, you don't have a pulse, wrote Vince Langman, a self-described ex-con deplorable with nearly 150,000 followers on the platform. Okay, yeah, I seen that video, you know what I mean, whatever. You can hardly hear it though. That's the reason why I ain't play it in here. But yeah, it was saying, that these migrants got a job fair and they gonna get special perks. They even got lawyers and everything, stuff that you'll find it hard to get, if you were to come across some kind of trouble and have to hire an attorney. You might not have enough money, they getting it for free. Okay, so they can take your job. That's what it is. Let's continue. Tyson is closing its facility in Perry, Iowa, and laying off its 1,200 workers. Instead, they plan to hire thousands of new illegals in states like New York. Hashtag Boycott Tyson. Pass it on. Posted the popular X user at NWokeness. They're firing Americans and offering perks to illegals, wrote at MJ Truth Ultra. Okay. Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley, a Republican, voiced disappointment about the decision to shut down the plant in Perry, describing it as a great big punch to the gut in remarks to the Des Moines Register. The plant is expected to close on July 28. According to Reuters, Tyson's pork segment had an adjusted operation loss of $128 million for the 2023 fiscal year. Wow, a lot of money, y'all. And these immigrants trying to take it. You understand? Let's continue. Here in conclusion, it says, immigration remains a key political issue ahead of the November presidential election, as the United States have seen an uptick in asylum seekers crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. More than 2.4 million encounters at the borders occurred in the 2023 fiscal year, up from roughly 1.7 million in 2021, according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection data. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, and it's got something about, let's see here, corrections. Month 3, 1624, 10:07 a.m. Eastern Time. This article was corrected to reflect that the numbers initially cited from Scripps News were inaccurate. The headline for this article has also been changed. Okay, whatever. Y'all always coming up with some mess. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, your boys, they right here, man, with this probably, and I said probably, lab-grown ass meat. You understand what I mean? Probably. At any rate, whatever it is, they trying to give these jobs to these migrants. These ones that's all over the place, sleeping up under bridges, coming up out of sewer drains, everywhere. I ain't lying. I did a video on one. Some person was driving, and it's around night. One of them came up out of the street, the manhole cover. Yeah, dude had to slam on the brakes and swerve. It was awful, but he didn't hit the migrant. So, yeah, that's what it is. And now, well, they moving on up. They taking your job. That's all I got on this with people. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular story right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts in the comment section. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.